Hey guys, Sammy Convertible here. It's been a week or so since we got this baby home. Just want to do a quick walk around and talk about it a little bit. Of course, we know that it's Dodge Challenger 69 RT, 444 speed, Dana 60. The track pack. It's runs a little rough. I got it, took it out for a run, and it pings a little bit, and not really 100% sure what that is. I got timing light on there. It looks like we're running about 10 degrees advanced, but we're only getting about a total of 30 degrees of overall timing. But I need to get somebody in there and get an RPM gauge on there. I was just kind of pushing on the throttle from up front here, looking at it to see how much advance I had. But found out that charging wasn't working properly because they had the wrong voltage regulator on there. Put a new voltage regulator, 69 Mopar. They had a like a Motorcraft, so like a Ford type voltage regulator on there, and I'm guessing that's why the daggone thing wouldn't charge. I took my alternator off of there and put one off of another car. It was a dual field, so I had to ground the second field to make the charge, and it wouldn't work until I changed voltage regulator. Once I changed voltage regulator, all of a sudden it started charging. Pretty cool though. I was looking online, trying to figure out whether or not I had my original alternator. And if you look at the front of the alternator, daggone thing has a clock date on it of 1970. If you can see that. But I found out that evidently they rebuild these things sometimes. Well, obviously all the time. And it had the date on the back. It had the 51st week of 1968, but you can see it had some writing on it like it had been possibly rebuilt. And when you look on the back, you can barely make out that it's a 68 on the back and a 68 on the bottom. So from what I understand, that this is a date code correct alternator, but it had been rebuilt and it's got the 70 front case on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get another date-coded alternator or just keep that one. We'll see. I'll throw it back on there just so I don't have to ground the other field. I pulled it all in. After I took it for a ride, the pedal brake light came on, and I pulled the cover off of the brake master cylinder, and ended up the front reservoir was empty, so I got a leak in the brake system somewhere. I filled it back up. It didn't leak right away, so I'm thinking it probably leaks under pressure. So I'm going to have to get somebody in there and push on that pedal and maybe try to bleed the brakes and see if I can't find a leak in it somewhere. Inside this thing, you know, it was B5 blue with a white interior and a white top, which is really why I love the car so much. I just love this color combination of B5 blue with the white inside, white and black. And these seats, obviously out of a 71 up style, either B-body or Cuda or Challenger. They're not the original seats. I have another set of B-body seats, 69, in the shed that are black that I'm going to be getting recovered. So I got a set of covers from Legendary coming for the front and the back as well. Just try to clean this whole interior up a little bit. Maybe might be able to salvage some of it. The dash is really cool. It's the old TikTok dash in there. It was on the fender tag that showed that this car did come with the TikTok tag. Also, we had AM radio, but somebody put aftermarket radio and an aftermarket tape player in it. And I think they had a CV mounted in there at some point in time, which maybe they were going to change it into a generally, I don't know. But you see she's heat only, no air conditioning. Got the battery unhooked right now, that's why none of the lights are on. The got a dead drain in it somewhere, just killing the battery. I'm assuming it may be one of these add-on radios that's running non-stop power and just bleeds the battery down, not sure. But we'll tackle that later. Just when I need to start it, I hook the battery up and she fires right up. Got the, looking at the broadcast sheet the other day, she came from the factory with the 3-spoke wood grain wheel and the console. These shifters are really cool, I tell you. If you don't have the console, the shifter probably comes up out of the floor over here quite a bit. These shifters, you can see that it's like pulled way across from over here. If you look online, there's 2 different types of B-body shifters. I'm not a big B-body guy. I've been working mostly E-bodies my life, and this one's interesting because actually they have the transmissions, of course, over here. It's a little left of center of the tunnel where your rods and everything are, and this thing has a big bracket that comes up, goes over, big flat bracket, and then this post goes down into the top of it. So it feels like it's, you know, got a lot of travel. I'm not really sure. It's kind of easy to get it in reverse accidentally when you're shifting, so might need to freshen that shifter up. Gets stuck there in the gate a little bit, but she still shifts and runs down the road. Pretty amazing. But the best part about it is, you know, when you're refinishing old cars, it's nice you buy something that has everything. Man, you buy cars that are missing stuff, it just costs you an arm and a leg to buy stuff. You know, even when you get a full car, it still costs you an arm and a leg to buy stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that can be redone. There's a lot of stuff that can't be. They just buy it aftermarket. But there's quite a bit that you can get redone. Basically, I changed the oil and put her up on jack so that I could change the transmission fluid. And I'm also changing the rear gear fluid. This is the nice part about the 4-speed RTs. If you got a 4-speed, you got a day in 60. Yeah, baby. And those things are really tough, extremely tough. Now, this car shows 97,000 miles. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's probably 97. It could be 197, but yeah, you can see that when I turn the tire, got a little bit. Can't really see it maybe, but I can feel it. A little bit of extra backlash in that rear. But all in all the gears look great. Of course, it's got a little wear on it, not a whole lot. But something else that was interesting is, you know, this car had air shocks on it. And I've always heard that you shouldn't run air shocks. Don't run air shocks. Your leaf springs are supposed to support the weight of the car, not the cross brace. And if you look up in here, you can see the cross brace is basically broken. When I took the car out for a drive, it was going clacka, 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 clacka when I went around the turns just driving down the road. I wasn't really sure what the heck the noise was. And my son got under there and he figured out it was definitely the bracket for the bar that holds the shocks in place. So there's the bar up there. And so this side here, that shock, it's just like wrapping up and down up on the top of the bar because it's broken loose from the frame. I think I'm going to try to do a temporary fix because it does not look like that's a very easy fix to start with. You know, underneath, it's got 2/8. I did find a spot up in the front. The driver's side floor has a big old gaping hole in it that I didn't see in any of the pictures, although it was there. I just missed it. But pretty stout. Pretty stout. And a lot of the chrome's in bad shape. Trim's kind of rough, you know. But nothing that can't be replaced. Some of this stuff is just bad enough that you can't even clean it up and fix it. Of course, you came with a vinyl top. Top is gone, you know, obviously, and but it's not all rotted out. Roof, you know, it's got a little bit of surface rust on it. Should clean up. Be able to throw another top on there. Not necessarily a bad thing. Back the old convertible out. Got the 408 stroker in there. 4-speed. You got the AA33 23 spline in this one, but she got a B body Dana in this E body too. I got the trick flow heads on this baby with the hydraulic roller set up. Got a brand new rebuilt radiator from Glen Ray. That thing weighed about 1,000 pounds after I got it back. It's the heavy duty cooling, so we'll never overheat. Got some PTI headers on there. I'm going to send those things back out to jet hot coatings. When I started the engine, they got hot and it just burned that ceramic coating right off those suckers. There's no more polish left to them. So when they say don't start new motors with these new ceramic headers, they ain't kidding. Those things dry. $1,000 later, you know, I got burnt up looking headers. I had to spend another $500 to send them out to get jet hot coated. That's all right. I think it's more of a pain in the butt to take them out of there than it is to spend the money. You know, my legendary interior I put in this one. Nice carpet. You know, it's a dark burnt orange exterior with the standard burnt orange interior. This was a, yeah, it was a FK5 car, 318, you know, white top. Has the old buggy bumpers all the way down both sides, which is kind of nice because it don't get door dents all beat to death. I put the 15-inch rallies on there, make it look a little bit nicer, get a little bit more stance. A little bit of cam in it. A lot of fun. She will smoke the tires. This baby got some power. The old Dana 60 under there. I got 354s in this one as well. My favorite gear. I can jump in this thing and drive all the way down to Ocean City and not have any problems at all. But yeah, so this is pretty interesting. The car had a basically a security system on it. There you go. Everybody loves a flip-top gas top, right? Who can resist? Got a security system on it, which I'm gonna have to start dismantling. I'm not really, I didn't want to just start ripping stuff off because it's got about 500 wires going to it. Got stuff laying all over the place going to that thing. So I don't want to disable the car accidentally by putting stuff on there. Something else I found out is, you know, they put these front end parts on there, kind of suspicious, but I figured maybe it was because they were, you know, the fenders were just rotting out and they just got another set of fenders. But I'm thinking it was probably in like a front end collision, because if you look down there, you can see how it's a little crooked. Looks like that, not sure if the right side pushed back a little bit or the left side pulled out in the front a little bit. Yeah, we'll have to get her on a frame machine and figure out what's going on with all that. They cut my, what they look like they replaced the front end. They just cut the hoses to the headlights. So there's no vacuum going anywhere. As a matter of fact, if the vacuum's hooked up, there's probably a leak somewhere. But I'm thinking they just bolted on this front end from another car. But that's all right. The frame looks good. There's like one little kink in it down on that side, so I think it probably got hit on this side. Doesn't look like it went back into any of the firewall anywhere or anything. Nothing's really torn up back through here. So we'll see. Get her running, make her safe, start taking things apart and get her to the body shop and start working on all the rust. Look at that. That's some bad stuff there. Pretty deep. Over here on this quarter, looking pretty rough. You know, you see some of these cars and you see what some of these people do to them. It's like you see a little bit of rust and it's like doesn't scare you anymore, because people out there fixing way worse. But all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little walk around, and we'll get a little bit more work done to it, and pop up another video on some things that we're doing. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.